President Biden falls asleep during a summit with African leaders in Lobito, Angola. This spoke volume on how serious he has taken the summit. Seated in the middle of a table with various officials from African countries, the outgoing 82-year-old president was sleeping while Tanzania's Vice President Philip Mpango was speaking. This is Biden's first visit to African country during his entire presidency. The first African trip by a United States president for the last 9 years. The last time a United States president visited Africa was in 2015 when Barack Obama visited Kenya and Ethiopia at the tail end of his mandate. This visit is the first time in history that an American president ever visits Angola. Why is President Biden making this last-ditch effort to visit Africa in the last few weeks of his presidency? A lot of people do not believe that this afterthought visit to Africa is a sincere effort to build a genuine partnership with the continent. There is a wild claim that this Lobito railway project will cut transportation time to seaports from several weeks to days and counter China's dominance, but experts argue that the project will do little to counteract the Chinese influence in Africa. China is the world center for mineral refining. Most of the critical minerals ends up in China. Chinese companies can still benefit from this project. They can use the train network to facilitate their own businesses as well. This is nothing but a cynical scheme by the West to gain access to Africa's vast mineral resources. The West's intention is to challenge China's dominance in Africa but has nothing to offer to Africans in return.
Today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food insecurity.
This demonstrated that Africa's interest will always be the last and the least priority on the bucket list of the great powers. The Lobito project is a Western initiative that serves only the Western interest. Through this project, the West is preparing another geopolitical battleground between China and the West in Africa. The West has neglected Africa for decades. Will the announced $1 billion humanitarian bribe to Africa bring the needed foreign investments to the continent, or is it too little too late for the West?